Evelyn, this is Harira, a soup I ate in Granada, Spain that I still make when life is loud. This isn't another typical soup recipe. It's the kind you make when you're tired, cold, and done for the day. A soup that hits the spot. In a few moments, you'll see why. Welcome to the Happivore life. If you're back again, thank you. If you're new, I'm really glad you found this. Maybe you're here because you need one solid meal to reset your day. I keep the written recipe on Substack and you can ask questions there too because cooking feels easier when you're not doing it alone. Let's bring that feeling home. In late 2022, I was traveling through Spain with my husband Kelvin. We'd already been on the road for about a week and we were loving it. And also, we were very tired. We started in Valencia, which felt like a postcard. It was 70 degrees and sunny in December. Then we drove inland to Granada and the temperature dropped fast. Higher altitude, stone streets, and that kind of cold that finds a gap in your scarf. We came for the historical Alhambra and it was simply stunning. But by the time we were done with the tours, it finally hit Earth. You know that feeling where the brain is still very excited but your whole body is filing a complaint to stop? So the next day we took it easy, no big plans, no best of list. We just wanted somewhere where we could sit down, warm up, and do zero thinking. That's how we ended up at Papas Elvira, a tiny place, a few seats, a counter, and warm menu full of rustic food. Most people will walk past and not notice it, but this place fits the neighborhood. We ordered a few things, but the Harira is what stayed with me. It's a Moroccan lentil soup that shows up in the southern Spain thanks to the centuries of Moorish influence. With each sip, I could feel the warmth building. My shoulders relaxed and I finally sighed out loud. My body was like, okay, finally, thank you. And even after we left Granada, I kept thinking about it because let's be honest, it's so rare to find this kind of cooking these days. Food that isn't trying to be a famous recipe, but more like, this makes me feel so good. Warm, spice, texture, and that calm feeling it left behind. That's why I'm excited to share this Harira recipe that's gluten-free with you. Let's get cooking! Before the pot even goes on, I prep everything. I cut the lamb into small pieces, but you can also use chicken or beef. Next, I'm gonna finely chop the herbs. Cilantro, parsley, celery leaves. All this go in at the end. Then onion, finely chopped. I know not glamorous. Also yes, it will make you cry even if you've done this forever. But it's worth it. The finer the chop, the faster it melts into the base, so you get sweetness and body without chunks. Now a quick look at what's going in. Turmeric, ground ginger, black pepper, a little cinnamon, tomato paste, passata, lentils, chickpeas, stock, butter, olive oil, lemon. It looks like a lot, but most of these you buy once and then realize how many dishes it will unlock in the future. Dutch oven on, medium heat, olive oil in. You might notice I salt the lamb lightly before it goes in. It gives the seasoning a head start so the lamb tastes more evenly seasoned throughout. I'm gonna brown the lamb lightly, not cooking it through, just building that. Once it got a little bit of color, the butter goes in. Next are the onions. I slow down here for 5 to 7 minutes. I want the onions soft and sweet. This is the foundation for deeper taste, so take your time. Now let's drop the spices. 30 to 60 seconds is all you need. You're not trying to toast them dark, just bloom them until you fill the kitchen with the amazing aroma. Then the passata and tomato paste. I let that simmer for about 5 minutes so the tomato tastes deeper and less raw. After that, in goes the lentils, and then the stock. Bring the heat up until it hits a boil, then lower it to a simmer for 40 minutes. Cover the pot and relax. You've done the important part and now let the pot do the rest. Once the lentils are tender, the next step is to give the harira some body. I'm using the chickpea approach. I scoop out a cup of hot broth, blend it with the reserved chickpea until completely smooth. Then pour it back into the pot and stir. The soup goes from brothy to velvety without any flour. It's the gluten-free move but not lacking in satisfaction. Now the rest of the chickpeas goes in, and the herbs go in at the end. Let it simmer about 10 minutes just to let everything come together. Serving Harira is straightforward. Thing is, the lemon is not for decoration. Adding 2 thin slices on top and it really helps brighten the bowl as you eat. Finish with cilantro, and the most important of all, eat it while it's hot. There's many layers of flavors. You can taste a bit of the turmeric, the cinnamon, the warm notes. You can taste a bit of a back end of the lamb flavor, which is very comforting because a nice coincidence that we shot it on a rainy day. And you can still taste the fresh layers of herbs, so everyone has a room to shine. I love food like this. It's not fancy, and it should never be. I listen to my fair share of podcasts about self-care, and it's helpful, but sometimes all you need is a bowl of soup like this Harira. As an act to yourself, feel a little better. To think I was on a holiday, I still needed this comfort. So if you ever come home from a long trip, short trip, long day, long week, this will make sense for you. Because as someone who works full-time as a private chef, I know how my body and mind feels when life is loud and overwhelming. And I just want to come back to myself. Thank you for watching the Happivore Life. Thank you for letting me share the food that helped me grow and try to live a little better each day. And if you know someone you care about who would appreciate this, please share this with them too. If you decide to subscribe, yes, it helps my channel grow and reach more people, but more importantly, it encourages me to keep making these videos and recipes to eat well, live well towards the Happivore life. I see you the next time. Lamb very tender.
Is it really yummy?